we're
Heading
heading
to
towards
green something or other. Green village.
Green Top.
Parsley
what?
Town.
Yeah, Parsley Town.
No. Actually, I can't even remember my own names. It's Grass Top, that's what I wrote.
You're just changing
Grass Green, whatever.
It's all parsley at the end of the day.
It's all grass. It's all a type of plant anyway. Okay, so during the 2 weeks of downtime you have during the travel, it ends up being fairly, not even fairly. It is completely uneventful. It is mind-bogglingly boring. Going through the shrubland terrain around you with an occasional traveler, usually a merchant or some local villager or something, moving goods from one place to another. It is completely uneventful until you arrive at the town of Grasstop.
Why is it called Grass Top?
I will get to that.
Okay.
The town
Is it a town that... Sorry, carry on. Apologies.
Yes. The town streets are paved with bricks. Structures are built mostly wood, with foundations of stone and the occasional building with stone walls. Roofs are tiled with greenish-hued tiles as a result of the local clay. Every so often you see a guard checkpoint with an arch structure with a portcullis to prevent movement if need be. At the moment the way is open for all, and the guards are simply watching passers go by. And at the center there is a large market square, home to many stalls and shops, having a wide array of goods to sell and trade. Alchemists and artificer shops' fronts can be seen here, although the actual industrial area is a bit of a distance away, based on the smoke plumes and smell. As you're traveling toward the square itself, you in the distance can see the governor's mansion, a lavishly adorned building to the point of being garish, pillars of marble, wood carvings on the outside walls depicting dragons inlaid with gold and gems, while white painted walls protect the perimeter of and I wrote perimeter of the walls. Good job, me. Guards can be seen patrolling the grounds.
Are the guards patrolling the grounds that we can see? Are they... does it look like it's a private company, or are they wearing recognizable military dress?
You don't recognize them as military. Your assumption is they're probably people hired directly by the governor himself.
And you hear me
But
from the
right.
record part. Amateurs.
Amateurs.
Yep.
Exactly. And you're right.
Rent-a-cops. Lovely.
Yes. And you arrived, and I have described a bit of the town. What is it that you folks would like to do?
Is there a Month's Magnificent Munchies TM in town?
Yes, there is a Month's Magnificent Munchies TM.
I'm gonna go straight in and make a celebrity appearance then.
Alrighty then.
Well, I
You head off.
suppose we're following month then.
Yeah, I want to go see these restaurants. I don't think I've ever been in a month.
Well, that's
What
actually
do you
something
guys
I wanted to
specialize
ask the DM, given, and I think this would go for you as well, given that both our characters have got a military background, would we have been posted all over the Empire?
Not me.
Well,
He was
you're in a
too
scouting
stupid to
company,
send
are you
anywhere.
not?
What you talking about? I'm made sergeant. I'm as clever as the sunrise.
Well, that's actually up to you, Iraq. You can choose if you've been, just in a singular location where you spend most of your military career, or did you get moved around a lot? That's really up to you.
Well,
I mean, it's a possibility.
The reason I was asking is, at least in Duan's case, because he was attached to scouting companies, they would typically travel around, for expansion of the Empire, or hitting around and spending a lot of time going back and forth, I would imagine, to wherever they were posted to, and heading back to wherever larger forces were based, or where commanding officers were based in whatever town or city. That's why I was asking.
Oh yeah. That completely makes sense if that's how you want to have your character. I mean, there's always the possibility
Well,
of being a
it,
part of a scouting company that never gets deployed, and instead stays as more of a garrison force if need be. It's really up to
okay.
you. I mean, your logic. There's nothing wrong with your logic.
I spend a lot of
It-
time putting down rebellions.
Isabel, was there any preference you had for what kind of place the Magnificent Munchies is? I should have asked this earlier, but me brain good.
It's the fine dining experience at a McDonald's price.
Munt, I have a question.
Yo!
Is it a steakhouse?
We serve steak?
What's your speciality? Do you guys do like?
It's different in every one!
What's this one's speciality?
What type of produce is grown around here? Because
We only use local produce!
whoa, this voice went wild today.
Hey,
I dig it though!
A lots of wait, what's the word that I'm actually trying to think about? Stuff like leeks and
God.
spring onions. What is the general genius name for that stuff? I don't know.
Plants.
Plant. Lots of grass type plant things that you use for food things. That's what you have. I know words.
Very root vegetable based.
Can you serve things that aren't vegetables though?
Yeah, we do meat.
I want some meat. Jumpers, do you want some meat?
Sorry,
You
no,
want some meat?
no pets allowed.
That's okay. We can have them outside.
Well, is there outdoor seating?
Might be.
Have you never
Go
been
and have a
here?
look.
I've got
Yes, there.
I've got
there's a bit of outdoor-
so many months.
Yeah, so many much. So this month's Magnificent Munchies TM location itself prides in itself in this rustic look of like raw wood, where it's like an entire slice of like a giant tree that makes up like the tabletop. But it's not the kind of rustic that's actually rustic. It's the hipster rustic, where everything is this aesthetic of rusticness, but it's actually like a relatively high. But you do note that the prices are, as franchises have to be, relatively affordable. So the clientele isn't, highbrow.
Can we order a cow for Chompy?
No.
What's the
You'd have to
biggest
buy a
meat-
cow from a cow vendor.
What's the biggest meat-eating dish you would sell to Chompy?
I wouldn't, because he wouldn't be able to get in the place.
No, but it's gonna be outside though. I'll just we'll get in like a nice window seat, and I'll just hand him a bowl through the window.
Or, if you do a to-go meal, we can get the food and go and find someplace quiet to sit and eat.
I want the full Munt experience.
Well, let's change the music a bit. While I look at my list and can't read.
I would like the full Munt experience.
Full month experience. What would be the closest thing to the full month experience, Hippo?
A free course meal.
Let's get ourselves a nice thick dinner.
All right, you get yourself a nice thick dinner, and consisting itself of a starter is of the traditional of soup, but relatively not your average soup of random bits somebody threw into a pot, but a nice mixture. There's like starter soup of like tomato soup, and then you have a nice vegetable root soup, and then the second course you have a giant rib of some. You're not actually sure what animal it is, but it's been like
I wish to make a survival check.
4, trying to figure out what animal I'm describing.
Yeah, what the rib is made out of.
Does it taste good?
When you're foraging, you don't always just stick anything in your mouth and eat it, because that's a good way to get killed by mushrooms.
Oh, I can turn it to this.
Oh god, that's... okay, it rolled over, thank god. It's gonna be a 4, but then it rolled over, now it's a 25.
A 25. You're not completely sure what it is, but it looks like a large bovine-like creature. You assume it's one of the local, like, hello dog, what do you want?
It's like an auroch or
You want
something.
pets?
Dogs, okay.
No, actual dog in real life came and wanted pets.
Ah, okay.
No, it's a large bovine creature, so, like, think cow, but it's bigger and musclier. Sometimes called a Titan cow, because there are rumors that if they are allowed to age enough, they become absolutely fucking massive. This one's not absolutely massive. What the fuck?
What? You don't recognize that?
No.
Wow. Disappointed in you, Liddy. After you described the Titan
fine.
cow.
I.
How big are the ribs? Like a foot
They're
long
pretty
each?
large.
Or
Sorry?
like a foot long each?
Yeah, you'd say about a foot. Like a relatively good chunk. There's like, you can count that there's like 3 like actual rib pieces going through the piece of meat itself. Very like the style of like simple, but obviously like there's a lot of effort been made to prepare this dish.
So he will not be on a new set of tires. Ted, down to you. This just must be something that happened in the pit stop.
Man, that's a pretty big rib, my man.
Yeah, we'll have to go to some of the cattle country ones. There's a challenge. Eat half a cow, you eat for free.
Oh my god, I want to try the challenge. Can we do it now?
This isn't a cattle-based one. This is veg country.
Oh, god damn it, I'm so sad now.
Be fixed quickly in the pits, otherwise I'm sure they would have pitted him. But yeah, how do these issues?
There you go, lady. That's what I thought of when you said Titan cow.
Ah, yeah, of course.
That stop that initiated it.
Yeah, it's going to be hydraulic with the power steering. And now
One of the opening themes for Attack on Titan.
So what's next up after cow meat and Brussels sprouts?
The final dish.
speed, you would say he's sitting there.
Also, Munt, how do you rate their food?
It's a Munt's establishment, so 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, of course.
Not biased at all.
The final one is relatively heavy, especially since you already ate a big piece of meat. It's like a potato gratin thing. Lots of like spring onions and leeks put together there with a nice bit of. You're not sure what type of gravy it is, but it's, you know, pretty good.
I want to leave a Yelp review when we're done.
Like just standing outside shouting.
I'm just gonna
This
say
place
that
is
that's-
real good! Leave it on Craigslist, a list made by Craig.
Yeah, pretty much. You like go to the downboard and then like pin it there, and then Craig clicks.
Also, Craig has multiple lists in different parts of the town.
Sure.
Yeah, and some of them you don't want to go to during the daylight hours in case anybody sees you actually going there.
Why?
Because it turns out that Craig's lists can sometimes be a bit dodgy.
Craig dabbles.
Devils? Now I'm curious what Craig devils in.
Many things.
Hmm. Can we order like a bowl of herbs while we wait for like our dessert?
A bowl of herbs.
But yes.
Oh, the
herbs.
smoky herbs.
Yeah, not like actual bowl of just normal ass herbs. No.
Every month's
yeah,
establishment
you can-
has those hookah things on every table.
Oh god, no, they're disgusting and unhygienic.
Freshly,
Yeah, but these are
freshly
magical,
cleaned.
so they're not.
Bring me the pot!
No, we don't do that.
He wants the bowl. He's the traditional man.
I am a traditionalist, it's true.
Get with the times, old man.
And it's also Chompers doesn't have lips, so he has a hard time sucking on the hookah pipe.
Alright, yeah, no. Simple enough. You get yourself a bowl, and for whatever reason, you also let the chompers have a whiff.
Oh no,
Yes.
I just take the lid off and pass it to him. Because he's been a good boy.
That's terrifying.
Chomper's
But a
gonna
dragon-
get cancer.
Dragons even get cancer, they're fire immune, aren't they?
Not smoke immune.
I mean, they have to be to some degree to be able to breathe fire, right?
They're a very clean burning animal.
Very efficient.
Okay, so we got a bunch of book things, right, from the tower underground. Did we have a particular plan how to get them to that guy that sent us places?
Still smoking away. Very hot indeed. If you're just joining us
No.
here,
Or are we just gonna like go put them down in the middle of the town square and call it a day?
because
Yes.
Pierre Gasly's AlphaTauri
Okay, so going on that, what is your next course?
That's it.
Sig was going to
Action.
write to our
Ian,
benefactor.
we will get
Yeah, but Zeg's passed out and is in a coma.
restart.
Oh yeah, Zeg after he arrived in town,
We left him
he,
in a
like,
ditch.
fucked off on his own. You didn't. Yes, you left him in a ditch, unconscious. No, he fucked off on his own to find some artificers or something. He wanted to go
Okay.
work on some of his projects and also buffing his Steel Defender, which I don't know if you actually named at any point.
And I heard it was orgies. It's like
Well, that or
when the
maybe.
gnomes are like out for days at a time, they like build up a whole lot of energy. And then when you get back to town, they disappear like that, and they make like a big wall that just like rolls around picking up stuff. It's true, my mum said so.
It's true.
Interesting.
Your mum sounds like a very smart man.
During that, during the safety
He's a pretty great.
by getting a cheaper pit stop. So that's put him into the top 6.
So what are you gonna do with the magic stuff then?
A lot of cars are going to really
Did that guy who sent the letter say where he's gonna meet us?
No.
No. Do we actually, Letty, do we have any way of contact or of communicating with him, or do we always just wait for the communiques from him?
So far,
Because
that
if
has,
we've been working with him for like, okay, you said it's been a while, so like I'm not sure how long. Then at some point we would have had to have initiated contact with him, wouldn't we?
Maybe, maybe not.
So far, it's pretty much just been one way. Occasionally, you might get him telling like a location where you can drop something off, like a dead drop, as a means of communication. But so far, it seems like he or she, you don't know, has mostly been one-way communication, and you at the moment do not know of any way of getting information back to him.
No, it's cool. Okay, so well, what we do know in the meantime is that Grasstop is a fairly big town, so I
how
would
much
recommend that what we do is try and see if there's a branch of the State Archaeology Society to see if we can find out more about Neuron, at least in the meantime, or find out where he is, or if there's anybody here who knows him that we can speak to.
How we find an
And
inn?
wait and see if our benefactor contacts us with a drop-off location for the stuff that we found.
How much do you guys think a wheelbarrow of ribs would be? Like 3 script?
least-
4? 5?
I'd say like 2 or 3 script, for depending on how big the barrow is, I imagine. But that's gonna take a while to cook, won't it? What are you gonna do with that many ribs anyway?
Compy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he is a hungry lad.
Can't you like get us a better price, Munt?
Yes, it is. And we'll also make
How?
in the future.
Bulk discount.
Verstappen retires the car. What I mean is, I hope he doesn't carry on driving it when it's not in a very
Half a cow isn't that expensive. Just go buy half a cow.
Yeah, but maybe he wants people food because he thinks he's people.
Well, he isn't. He ain't people.
I'm just gonna like put my hands over like Chomper's head, like on the side where his ear holes are. Don't you say that!
Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Kevin Magnussen, all going to be going for it right at the start here. Bernd Mailander will peel into the pit.
Alright, so gentlemen,
Corners time and we can get racing.
what is the first thing you would like to try and do?
Did we
Go
try
sleep
and
for a
read those
week.
books?
Yeah, let's go and see if we can find accommodation, and then I want to try and find out go to any of the government buildings and see if I can find out if there's a branch of the state archaeology department or team or whatever up here
Yes.
that we can speak to.
Let us find accommodation. What inns are in this backwater?
Alright. You go looking around for some accommodations, and you find a possible place. Looks like the sign itself says 7th Henderson's Inn. It looks, pretty normal. Wooden construction, like with the stone foundations and everything else, pretty normal. Stepping inside, the thing. I don't know. My words is not flowing out today very well. Inside, the room is relatively clean, fairly normal, nice wood construction. And the proprietor, you see, is an old man with messy gray hair, and looks at you with a level of disdain impossible for those who have not spent most of their lives in the hospitality business.
Is he human?
Yes, a human.
Fuck that. Let's go look for a tiefling inn.
Alrighty then.
What's wrong with humans?
Can't fucking trust them. They're scum.
You're a human.
Wow.
Yeah? And?
Yeah, and
I stand by my statement.
Alright, you just enter, just go look at the guy and turn around and just leave without a word.
Yep.
Not a word is spoken between anybody.
Just fuck that guy. Look at him. Look at how he looked at us, man. Do you really want to live somewhere where somebody like that looked at you?
I didn't see no problem.
Fine. Don't worry about it. Where's the
Alright.
next inn, Liddy?
You have
So you find
problems.
another inn. So you find yourselves another inn. At least it says inn on, the sign above it. But it is completely made out of stone construction. You see pieces of stacked blocks and sometimes you're fairly certain that's just cobblestones that have been put together with plaster or concrete or whatever to keep them together.
I like initiative.
And stepping inside, you notice that there is a dwarf behind a counter. That's a nice counter for a dwarf. So it's effectively just quarter. Half the tallness you would
so
expect.
where a normal counter would sort of come up waist high for us, this one sort of comes out just over the knee.
Just a bit over the knee.
Yeah, dwarves are fairly tall, right?
I know. This one would probably come to about mid-thigh.
Yeah.
Not fucking gnomes.
Yeah, it's shorter, but not that. Yeah, not that much shorter. And the gentleman behind us is nice, slick-backed hair, with a braided dwarf. Yeah, braided dwarf.
Oh God!
Braided beard.
God!
Mon vomits.
Wow!
God, he killed him!
Oh my god, I'm very good with words today, huh? It's.
That poor dwarf! Quick, save it!
Police!
I mean,
Police
mean-
brutality! Arrest the one wearing it!
beard is a dwarf's life, but not literally. No, he has a braided beard. Sorry.
Is this what you want, Jackson? A man who wears other people's skin?
I mean, let he who has never worn the skin of his enemies throw the first stone. Master Dwarf, we are looking for the most fabulous inn in town. Do you claim to be it?
No.
Okay, thank you for your patronage. I just want to walk away.
Alright.
Jackson, I feel like you have some unresolved issues.
Why do you say that, Munt?
You seem unhinged.
Why do you
Really
say that?
determined to find a place hosted by a tiefling.
Everybody knows Tiefling hospitality is the best, and the prices are the most competitive and the rooms are the most comfortable.
Very.
Onwards!
Alrighty then. So,
Dan,
Also-
I think he's got a kink. I'm not gonna shame him, but it's kind of weird.
Also, the dwarf could have just said yes instead of no, but that's a separate thing.
He was humble. He was just being humble.
I don't know what that means. Next in!
Alright, so you go around searching for an inn, take into account your, totally
Fetish.
not a kink, and find
Wow.
a tiefling inn. It's technically an inn, you're fairly certain it says so on the front, but stepping inside, the proprietor behind the counter is a tiefling, currently smoking some herbs, and the entire inside is also thick with smoke, especially collecting itself on the roof. Or
Perfect.
ceiling, I mean. And you see lots of patrons just out in the front there, just all smoking them herbs and just chillaxing and everything.
Master Innkeep, do you have rooms, and do you serve breakfast?
Yes, we do serve breakfast, and we have open spaces. How long would you like to stay?
How long are we staying, boys?
Yeah, I think at this point in time, put us down for a week with the option to extend as needed. Don't know how long it's going to
Alright.
take.
Of course, a week. Do you... they almost kind of like smirk when they say this. Do you take smoking or non-smoking?
Smoking for me. You two?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry,
Like
I'm
a
gonna show
smoking.
you something later.
Alright, and how many rooms is that? Is that one for each, or are you sharing?
Munt, do you want a double bunk with anyone, or do you want your own room?
No, my own room.
Alright, that'll be 3 rooms. Good keep.
Alright, 3 rooms. That
If you
will
have
be
available.
2 gold, two scrip per room.
Per night or total?
Oh, per night, so a total would
2
be...
scrip for a week. So that's 14 scrip per person.
Yeah, I'll hand him the money.
Alright, excellent.
I'd
excellent.
put an arm out to Jackson. I'll cover this. I can, perk of being an officer, I can always reclaim it. Besides, you've done enough that you don't need to worry.
Alright.
And I politely hand over the money to cover for 3 rooms and request a receipt.
Does it have a fireplace?
Alright. Oh yes, it does have a fireplace.
Alright.
What the hell are you planning? Yes, you receive a receipt for you, very neatly laid out. Simple piece of paper. And you have acquired yourself accommodations. What is your next course of action?
Get high, get Chompers to smoke the chimney, and maybe hire some ladies of questionable repute while they go do nerd things.
Alright, so I assume you all folks will be taking a 7-day long rest. Is there any downtime activity you would wish to go through over that week?
While we're there, like I said, I want to go and visit the state buildings, the government offices, and find out if there's any of the try and see if I can get more information about this Neuron guy, if there's anybody there who may know of him or have worked with him, or who can tell us when last they saw him or anything like that. Try and dig up a little bit more information. Anybody that he was known to have worked with, or to spend time with, as much information about the guy and his habits as I can get.
Alright, you go around asking questions, looking at the local governance. One thing you do notice that the actual, city, or I guess it's a city, would count as a city, hall itself is significantly less ostentatious than the governor's own place.
Which I make a quiet note of.
Yes. You ask around. Mostly, the first thing you do note that there is no offices here for the archaeological teams. It looks like they're mostly either from the capital, or if there's any direct business in that local area, then they would have offices. But make a position check to me to see what you can glean information out of people. See what you can figure out about Neuron themselves.
Investigation. Yeah. That would be a 5. Sorry, persuasion.
Persuasion,
Yeah.
yes.
That would be a 5.
All right.
I'm a soldier, not a,
Yeah, it's fine.
just
But that's
being nice to people is, it's just like not my thing. I just like, I request information. You give me the information.
Can I? Who are you questioning? I have a question.
This is just going to the
Just a-
different, just to the
Yeah,
the central, the
bureaucrats,
governing
effectively.
house, or essentially what would pass as the town hall here, to try and speak to any of the state employees to find out if they know anything about this Neuron in particular, or about the archaeology department in general, just to try and like learn more about this guy, because we got almost nothing out of those other people, nothing that we could use. And
you
I'd like to
asked
try and learn
around,
more
but
without traveling to the capital.
hey, yeah, you ask around, but unfortunately, many people here don't really have, because of the archaeological like state archaeology teams don't really have a presence here. Not many people know much about them, but some of the more worldly people who have actually visited the capital, they have heard of Neuron themselves. They're relatively well known, well liked, a lot of published works about archaeology and theories and such things. So they're fairly well known overall by people who actually visit the capital. But on this basic surface level information, there isn't not much you can glean from him.
Okay.
Beyond the fact that he seems to be a bureaucrat, the usual type, just seems
Okay.
fairly affable, but
And what can they tell me about the governor? Because he seems to live very ostentatiously,
yes,
which
the
I
governor-
find that somewhat disturbing. As well,
make an
the
insight
state
check for me,
controls
actually.
everything, so why would he be?
Because
Sorry, what check?
That's pretty inside. It's pretty normal.
Insight check.
I mean, what's the problem? I mean, governors always skim a little bit off the top. That's the norm.
9. I should
9.
be rolling and roll in beyond, not here.
Corruption is an evil that should be rooted out and destroyed.
Yeah, but like only if it's excessive. I mean, everybody expects the governor to take it a little bit off the top.
The people who you
Yeah,
talk
but
to,
compared to the rest of the town, he's taking a little bit too much.
You know, you don't know anything about their money.
Look at this place. Look at the buildings.
Yeah, they have stone buildings. Unlike fucking savages, we have to burn down every other week on the edge of the empire.
And now look at those stone buildings and look at their condition and compare it to the governor's mansion.
Yeah, he is a rich
I can
guy.
understand if they'd used better quality stone, or if they'd done a couple of smaller things. We accept that as a fact of life here. But to that level, something doesn't add up.
People have lots of money. Every time you see somebody with a nice horse, you're just gonna be really suspicious, aren't you?
If they worked hard for it, that's fine. If they're stealing, not fine.
How do you know he's stealing? You're just assuming at this point.
So are you.
Exactly. But I mean, it's pretty
that's
normal,
what-
though.
That's why I'm asking. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and then he's a good man who just got lucky. But given everything that's happened and what we know Yuri is capable of, don't you think it's best to make sure?
I mean, I don't think he's going to be going after backwater mayors. If I was him, I wouldn't be bothering with some guy that makes parsley.
Well, he bothered with a backwater town in the middle of nowhere not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was
hell.
to steal like an ancient artifact or something, not parsley.
Who's to say there isn't something similar here?
Anyway, the results of your questioning people about what kind of person the governor is gets you a lot of very, placative reasonings. Oh, he's a good man, a fair leader, and he's run many successful businesses, even with your relatively mediocre.
Do I
result.
get the impression that people actually like him, or is it more a case of he's the only one there, so nobody else wants to do the job?
See, everybody likes him.
A lot of what you're getting is just basic placatives. Like the people who don't, you get the idea that people don't really care for him, but they don't want to say it out loud.
Okay.
Do I need to
I'll
cast
keep
some of
that
the truth
sort of-
up in here?
No, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
Also, I think that's
Thank you for the
illegal.
offer.
Also, I think that's illegal.
Which is why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. See? Everybody likes him. You just have a very suspicious mind.
Jackson, they're not telling the truth. Are you really that dense?
Man, don't worry about it.
Fine. I am going to
We-
attempt
yeah.
to discern the truth of the gentleman that Duane is talking to.
All right, make an insight check for me to see what is the insight you're getting about the people who you
Oh,
asking
God.
about these questions.
I want to assist so that he can, actually see the truth and not.
All right.
blindness.
So that's a help act. So that's a help action. Roll with advantage.
3 minus
Oh
2.
my God.
1!
I don't know. People seem to like him. They are
See?
telling you about like how he's a good leader and he's a great businessman. He's made lots of money completely legitimately.
See?
And nobody seems to be talking against him at all. Like nobody seems to have a problem with him, which is kind of unusual. Normally you get a little bit of bitching, so this guy really has to be good. That no one's bitching even a little.
See, Munt? Everybody likes him. Except Duane.
Never met him, so I can't say anything. I'm just curious.
I'm just saying, sometimes a fork is a fork.
Shaking my head.
Alright, well, so, yeah, that was about it. So for the rest of the week, otherwise, we're waiting to hear from our benefactor.
Duane, do you like the ladies?
Spent enough time working with soldier patrols. What do you think, son?
I don't know, maybe you like the guys? You did mention
Yeah.
soldier patrols.
No.
Is there a Mrs. Munt?
Not at the minute.
Miss Munt?
No.
Kids?
No, I'm too busy running business.
And now hunting down some degenerate
For business.
for business. For business. That's fair. At the end of the week, a letter does not, in fact, arrive. Instead, your comrade Zigzit, Zugzut,
Zug zug.
Zug.
Yeah, he finds the rest of you and tells you, like,
Ziggy.
I'm very busy with my work. I can't help this man. But could you go and help him? He needs some help with something that's got stolen from him. He's another artificer. I do not wish to ever make that voice
That's
again.
horrifically
You do
accurate,
it
though.
so
That's
well.
So
disturbing.
Wow.
It's like you practiced it for weeks.
No, I literally tried it the first time right now.
It's like random's here with us.
Keep on going, I'm enthralled.
No, I don't want to.
Sorry, Zeke, you're gonna have to say all that again. I didn't hear any of it. I had jam in my ears.
Oh, god damn it. This man! Hang on, what the fuck did I actually name him? This man, Lavenshire, he's another artificer. It seems he's lost something important to him. An important part of his construction got lost by bandits. And, he wants it back.
Well, Iron Holders no banditry, so I say we got a murder spree.
Why isn't this an issue for the guard?
Well, it seems he don't want to tell the government that he lost something important for the government.
Which is fair.
They done
So he's willing
fucked
to
up!
pay- Yes. So he's willing to pay 2,500 script.
Ooh,
If
that's
you,
a lot of script.
Recover it and keep quiet about it.
It depends on how illegal this thing is.
Oh no, it's quite legal. It's just, don't want to tell the government that you lost that precious little crystal thing.
Crystal
That
thing?
actually. Oh
Alright,
yes,
we can,
it's a crystal
we can-
focuser. It's a part of his thing he's building for them. I don't know what it's about because I'm busy with my own stuff.
Too much big words. So who wants to go shoot bandits?
Alright. Well,
Like do
man
the
needs
Bernie
help,
dance.
And can we trust this friend, this colleague of yours, Ziggy?
Oh yes,
Is he
he's
trustworthy?
very legit. He's local, well-known.
God, when you
He's a
say it in
well-known
that voice,
artificer. I'm sorry?
when I hear it in that voice, I'm like, I'm doubting the legitimacy of it in that voice.
You know, if anyone else has asked me to do this, I wouldn't trust him. But coming from you, I just gotta trust you.
Is this guy with Ziggy, or is Ziggy on
Ziggy
his
crack
own?
dust.
Ziggy crack dust. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's kind of just like there behind Ziggy D.
I sort of
Ziggy
gesture
D.
to him and get him to come forward. As what
Yeah.
is he? Human, tiefling? No.
Yeah,
dwarf?
he's a human. You're about his 30s, 40s, blonde hair. And he's just kind of like, yeah, it's a bit embarrassing that I lost it.
Come on, lad. What? Tell us what happened.
What?
Where
I
did?
mean,
Where
it
were
was just-
you when it got lost? What happened? We need
oh well,
information.
I was here in Green Tub, Grass Tub, but I mean,
Mhm.
there was a caravan bringing the item to me, and I got attacked by bandits. And
Do we know
I
where?
may have. Oh yeah.
How
He
long
tells you
ago?
the location of it. It's just one of the trade routes here, and he
And
gives
how
you the
long
accurate
ago?
location. Oh,
How-
yes, it happened yesterday. No, not yesterday. The night before yesterday and the day before that. I was traveling during the night.
Okay. Can you give us a description of the item that was stolen so that we know what we're looking for? Do you have
Yeah, he like
or
pulls out a
picture
little
of it,
like
or
yeah, he pulls out a scroll that has a picture of it. It's just what looks to be like a large crystal.
I take
I
the
can
scroll.
give you a big idea what it looks like, just like that. But drawn better than what I did, the basic. Yeah, actually, yeah. It's just a drawing. I was going to give you like descriptions of how the color works and how light bounces off, and I realized that you wouldn't get that information off of a picture. But
Unless it's a very
yeah.
good picture.
Unfortunately, not that good of a picture.
A picture's worth 1,000 words.
That is very true.
I wish I could count to 1,000.
I'll be happy.
But what
today.
is 1,000?
10.
Alright, let's go kill bandits!
All right, and he gives us the location of the.
Yeah, he
Okay.
gives you a location where they got ambushed, and he gives you the paper that has the actual image of the crystal, so you can use that to identify it.
So have we had a long rest?
Yes, at this point, it's been the full 7 days at least.
Neat.
I love killing bandits. Go kill some bandits.
All right, is there any preparations you folk wish to do, or are you heading out immediately?
I'll make some munt cakes.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna take an hour to do that. Is anybody else wanting to do anything else?
I want to eat my mud cake.
I'd save the munt cake.
Oh. Why?
because the effects only last a few hours.
Okay, fine. You have normal cakes though?
You'll have to buy them from Munt's Magnificent Munchies. TM.
Oh, you didn't bring any?
Of course I brought cakes, but they're for me.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So rude.
I want to use my where the
Yes.
heck is it? I want to do my Blessing of the Forge, and
Okay.
I just want to switch out the enchantment from my shield to my spear.
Alright, easy enough. You know, pretty common stuff.
I'm gonna give 1 Munt cake to Jackson, 1 to Munt, and 2 to Dian, because he needs them, apparently.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright. You have done your preparations. How are you traveling? Because at the moment your cart is obviously Ziggurat's property.
Bumpers.
Or are you just gonna go and like bug Ziggurat to have the cart and the Steel Defender track?
How
with
far?
Do we need a
How far
cart?
out? No, I think we can travel on foot.
We should travel on foot.
It's
I mean-
about a half a day's trek on foot to the low ambush site. It was relatively close to the town, actually.
I mean, we're just bringing back paper, right? It's not that heavy.
Well, a crystal.
Paper, crystal, same thing.
No. Not even
look at
close.
actually. No, that's excellent. Never mind. It's only it's a piece of information you can only get if you look at the piece of paper.
Let's go! I'll track him down once we get there.
Alrighty. So you start heading out on foot because, I silly didn't catch which one you said. Regardless, all right, you head up, and like I said earlier, half a day's trip. You arrive at the site. There is a cart which has been pushed away from the actual road itself. It's currently just in a side ditch at the moment, and there's not much sight of battle beyond the fact that the cart itself is like just busted up and completely empty.
Survival track.
Alright, you make a survival check. If anybody else want to do any kind of investigations or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll do a survival check of my
Easy.
own.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
Right, survival check. 24.
25.
All those
Uh,
fucking cows would stop walking
survival.
around here.
Survival of 21.
Very good at
21,
surviving.
alright.
apparently.
Your combined very high rolls of survival lets you actually find tracks. The first thing you do note about it, especially you, Mr. Jackson, being a scout, whoever left these tracks were taking pains to not leave tracks. This doesn't seem like your average don't give a fuck about not being found bandits. But there are some people who have been rather careful about not leaving tracks. But they're not as good as you are, so you found them.
Yeah, buddy, they think they're pretty good, but they ain't as good as they think they are.
Alright, so I assume you start following the tracks deeper into the shrubland.
I'm gonna send chompers up into the sky.
Alright, you send chompers out into the sky.
Ready to falcon smash a man.
What is that song? I can forget. Good enough. Anyway, so you're currently, as you're traveling deeper, it is a shrubland, so almost like a shrub forest. I don't know what a proper English word would be for this. I tried to look it up, but I just got sidetracked by the Wikipedia page for shrublands. Anyway, so it's lots of like big bushes, shrubs, bush. So traveling is. Your line of sight is relatively low.
Just before we left town.
Am I actually
brought a
here?
telescope.
Ping saying timeout. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Yep.
Oh no, lady died.
There he goes.
Oh no. Well, we've still got music.
Well, that's some tabletop. Some thingy. Roll 20.
Yeah.
I'm
So there is still hope that Letty could rejoin us.
gonna go to the restroom while we wait for Lydia.
Yep.
Cool.
There he goes.
Yeah, there he goes.
Damn it, Liddy. Can't believe he's done this.
He's abandoned us.
Damn it, Liddy, you had one job.
He doesn't love us anymore.
Has been spun round. Sergio Perez has lost it on turn 2. And Red Bull, who were looking at a decent points finish here in the last couple of laps, have not only retired from the race but seen their other driver.
Well, the end of the F1 was dramatic.
Hamilton looking
Oh.
for damage limitation.
Is it?
Has
But
seen
both
the
Red
Hamilton
Bull
abandon,
cars,
and he's gonna pick up another podium.
one retired early because of engine problem, and then the other one span out because the engine died on the last lap.
Ooh.
Oh, a lock up from the engine. Sergio Perez.
And then one of the other Red Bull powered cars from AlphaTauri kind of caught fire a little bit earlier in the race. So it was a Ferrari 1-2.
Those are 3 words that I know.
It means Ferrari came first and second.
Ah.
Ferrari are 1 and 2 here.
We can see the issue, Max. It's not battery related.
What do you want me to do?
There's not a lot we can do.
And will Verstappen now be passed by his teammate Sergio Perez? Yes, he has been. And he's been passed by Hamilton.
Damn it, Liddy.
And he's been passed by Russell. And this, for the world champion, is certainly not the start he was anticipating.
It's okay,
From all
it's
the
not his
highs
fault.
in Abu
Blame his
Dhabi
internet
to the
service
lows in
provider.
Bahrain,
Try to
Damn it,
break
Liddy.
into the pit lane, please, Max.
Max Verstappen. For
Damn it, Munt.
Mun didn't do nothing wrong.
Why'd you steal his internet, Munt?
I didn't steal nothing.
Sounds like something Munt would do.
Munt's a good, law-abiding citizen who doesn't steal.
Only steals the heart
Exactly.
and minds. Munt's a necromancer.
Oh no, you found the secret of Munt's food.
Oh god.
The secret ingredient is corpse dust.
Ah.
No. And you were going to give a wheelbarrow of ribs to...
I never got my wheelbarrow. Munt's service is the worst. I'm gonna give it like a 0 out of 10 Yelp
Well, you
review.
never ordered it.
I wanted to, but then I couldn't get an answer to how much it's gonna cost.
You'd have to go talk to the manager of the local Munt. Munt doesn't deal in small issues like that.
Small issues.
Munt's a big picture kind of guy.
Wow.
Which is why he's on this quest for 67 gold.
I just...
It's why Munt's it's so cheap, because we pick up dead animals and then revivify them.
Ah! God damn it! And you actually fucking ate there.
I'm
So did
joking.
you.
I don't.
No, I didn't know.
Muntz doesn't really do that. We'd never pass health and safety.
I can trust nothing Munt says anymore.
Except Jackson can, because he's an idiot.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
It's not untrue. But he draws the line at roadkill.
Yeah, but if he doesn't know that it's roadkill, is the line still being drawn?
Yes. Most definitely.
I have the sneaking suspicion that tonight's session may be somewhat shorter than normal.
Well, apparently he's grooving in the menus, so he's back on Steam at least.
Yay!
Baby.
I'm back.
No.
You are back!
Fear
You
of the
have
mind,
returned.
baby.
No.
Mhm. Oh no, the sheer frustration at my internet has caused me to have psychic powers, and I can now communicate with you telepathically.
Shit.
Amazing. I love it. 10 out of 10.
I fucking hate this garbage internet. It's like every fucking time I actually need it for something, it's just like, no. No.
No.
Fiber can't consume enough. 'Cause at least even if it's slow, which it isn't, it's gonna be more reliable than this fucking piece of shit. Alright, where was I left off? Oh yes, Shrubland. You're currently traveling through the Shrubland, which is somewhat hard, not hard itself. Traveling itself is actually easy. Staying quiet and being able to see for a distance is the difficult part.
Would it have been possible? I wanted to ask before we disappeared. Would it have been possible to buy
Yeah.
a spyglass in town?
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna fly up into orbit then and just use that.
Alright, that's
You can-
fine.
If you're up there with Chompy.
I'm probably slightly less visible than he is, though.
You take that back.
What, a halfling on a flying broom is easier to spot
Far
than
more
a dragon.
conspicuous. Oh, hell yeah, dragons are just an everyday occurrence, but flying halflings don't see that shit every day.
Exactly, because I'm up
Yeah,
in
but
I'm
you
up
see,
in
the
the
fact that it's a
clouds,
flying
baby.
halfling means it can hide behind the
Up
dragon
in the
and nobody's going to see
clouds.
it.
Wow. Bunch of racists.
Alright. So, Hippo, you went up into the sky and are now using your spyglass to spot for targets. I would like for you to make a perception check to see if you notice anything interesting.
17.
17. You're looking at the ground, and the first thing you notice with the brushland is the fact that it's very thick brushland.
Oh no.
So it's really hard to actually see. If something was going down there, it would be relatively hard to see it. I mean, the only advantage of that is the fact that you can probably track them relatively easily, because of if they're moving through the brush, you can quite literally see the brushes themselves moving if someone is going through them. The other thing you notice that in the distance you do note that there is a bit of a hill, that's been formed for whatever geological reasons. That's not really important, but there is in fact a hill. And even from this distance, you do note that there seems to be movement around it. Not actual people, but like I stated earlier, the shrubs on the hill itself, you occasionally see it getting battered around and moving around, on that, not really by the wind. So something's moving through there. Can't tell what it is though.
I am probably out of range to message spell them, so I'm just gonna pull out. What have I got? What's in my inventory? A dagger, and tie a note to it saying,
There's people on that hill!
and then cast light on the dagger and just drop it so it lands in front of them, and hopefully not in
Light?
their
Okay.
head. Yeah, so you can
What's
spot
the
it when it lands
range
in
of
the
message?
120 feet.
Oh, okay. So you're high. We're high, way.
Yeah, we'll
high
be up in the clouds,
okay.
baby.
Up the clouds.
So if he
bye-bye.
falls, it will be the end of month.
It's only 10d6 points.
Well, no, because then I can just
Uh,
cast fly on myself.
All right. Well, so you told Chompers to go up to the sky to fly around and spot targets, right? What did you actually tell him to do when they see something?
Oh, just to
Just
stay
for
hidden
reference.
until trouble starts.
Oh, okay. Just even if they spot something, they don't really inform you in any way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he could anyway, except flying down to me to come and tell me.
All right, that's fine. So, yeah, all right, that's fine.
We done this before. Pretty much sneaky breaky up on people, go, surprise, motherfucker! They go, haha, we have you surrounded, and then a dragon lands on them.
All right, that's fine. Does Chompers have any kind of keen senses in any way, or is there just normal senses?
He's got all the keen senses. He's a good
Yeah.
boy. You mean anything in particular, smell or scent or what?
Yeah, I was thinking smell or scent, but it doesn't really matter since you've told Chompers to ignore enemies anyway, until a fight happens. So that's fine. Alrighty. So, what pace are you folks moving at? Are you moving at a normal pace, fast paced, or a stealth pace?
Are the tracks fairly easy to follow, or?
They're the opposite of fairly easy to follow. But you are successfully following them. All of your survival rolls were high enough that once you
it's fine.
pick up the scent, so to speak, it's you can follow the tracks.
Okay, because
Oh, that-
the reason I was asking is if it's difficult or if it's time consuming to follow them, then we'll just be moving at the speed required to just make our way forward.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean,
You can follow the tracks. You
I'm
can
not
themselves. You
worried.
can follow at any speed you want. I'm more just asking, do you wanna how perceptive and stealthy you want to be? Is my question.
Normal
We
speed
can-
for me, baby.
Dude, I'm wearing
Normal-
full plate, so
I know. That's why I'll be far ahead of you, so when they hear you, I can shoot them in the back.
yes.
Okay, so normal speed.
The
means that there
strategy
are
will
no
be that I
stealth
will be
rolls.
I will be moving along at my normal speed and noise levels, so that anything will be attracted to me as opposed to the very quiet and hopefully very deadly shot Jackson.
God damn ninja.
Also, please watch out for falling daggers.
And dragons.
Does
What's
does
good
Munstagger land in front of me or Jackson, or who does it land in front of?
Yeah.
No, Reed. Okay, so I pick up the well-lit
It
dagger and
lands
I
from
read
lands in
the
front
note.
of you, Juan.
Okay.
What's it say?
There's people on that hill up there.
It's like I can hear him.
I know, right? It's incredible. So let's turn towards that hill and see. Are the tracks we're following leading us to that hill anyway?
The tracks themselves aren't actually leading directly towards the hill, but on the other hand, the tracks themselves have been taking bends and like turns and like fakery of like, aha, the tracks go here, like where there's like obvious signs of tracks, but those aren't the actual direction people were going. But the general direction does seem to be going towards the hill.
Okay, so they've been taking great pains to hide their tracks. Okay, well.
Yes.
How many minutes away would you say we are? Like 15, 20, half an hour?
Right now, not too far. In like 20 minutes, it'll take you about a couple of hours to be able to reach the hill itself.
Scoop up a bunch of dirt from the ground and then throw it at Duan and pass it out Trace.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's a +10 to your stealth roll.
Yes.
So actually trying to be stealthy this time. Yay.
Well,
Yes, that gives me a stealth of 9 with disadvantage on my rolls.
It'll allow him to.
On the plus side, the worst that could happen is I'll roll 10. I'll get 10 for a stealth score.
Yeah, I'll go ahead of him so that he's the big.
No,
big-
I'm gonna let Jackson go ahead and.
I'm gonna go
carry
behind.
on.
I'll go in front and then shoot people from behind.
Alright, but my question is, since you used a spell that increases your stealth capabilities, I'm wondering if you're actually going to use stealth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and move a little bit more quietly now.
Alright, yeah. Then I would like for you folks to make a stealth check for me.
Do I got to?
Well, remember to add your +10. Well, except you're in fucking orbit. Nobody is looking up at the moment.
Oh my god!
Oh my shit! You two are awful.
21.
Natural
'cause remember, I get plus 10.
Natural 1, which puts me at 20.
It's good you cast that spell, huh?
I had to roll a 12 to get my fucking 21. With pass without trace.
This is what happened with
I mean,
the Prema team. The Norwegian
That's
driver, they're
hilarious.
looking to get him
Oh
out as
my
quickly
I'm
as
God.
quieter than
possible.
Jackson? What the fuck?
natural 1, baby.
Natural 1, baby. Alright. That's actually really good. And
Jackson losing himself in thoughts of the lady of negotiable virtue that he visited the night before.
yes.
No, I was just contemplating all the ribs.
All of the ribs. Alright, gentlemen. As you're traveling, now that you're a bit more stealth as well, both of you notice that there is what seems to be a banded patrol, like skulking around in the bushes. You notice that they are carrying longbows themselves, and they aren't the stealthiest. You notice that they seem like archers. They only have short swords, but not exactly. Their bushwork is not that great, or field work. I forget what the fancy word for survival is.
What's the... how many of them are there total?
They are for a total of 4. Let me double check that I'm not lying to you. Yes, you notice there's a group of 4. They're attempting to skulk about. But looking at them, you're actually, your stealth rolls are good enough for this. And your Jackson's passive perception is fucking insane. You, Jackson, can also tell that they are not hunting for you at the moment. They seem to be mostly on patrol. You can tell from the fact that they're... You know that face they have on their... they're that face they have at the moment. You've held that face. You've seen it in your comrades. It's that I'm on fucking patrol and I don't want to be on patrol anymore.
I'm gonna circle behind them so that they're between me and Duan.
Alright, you circle between them.
Can I see them doing this?
Actually, no, yeah. Duan, you also do notice them, and
Yeah.
you're fairly certain that they should have noticed you at this point, but the magic has actually helped you quite a lot. So they
Yeah,
haven't.
maybe.
I'm gonna do a thing that I've done with Chompers before and hope that our halfling friend is paying attention to the ground.
I'm watching the ground because I've pulled out an iron cooking pot and I'm gonna try to aim it up as a bomb.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, actually, I forgot to check what is your passive perception. What is months?
13.
Oh, okay, that's good enough. You have also noticed them.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna circle around so that I'm behind the guys, about 60 feet behind them.
Alright.
And then I'm just going to take out my sword while I wait for Duan to move up closer to these lads that haven't seen him yet. And then I'm just gonna point at the one that's closest to me with the sword. So that Chompy can drive his spine like a python into the dirt.
Okay, so you're gonna make like a drop attack.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna fucking, like a falcon taking a bunny rabbit, he's just gonna fucking drive his spine into the ground. And at the same time, as soon as that happens, I'm just going to thwack the other guy with 2 crossbow bolts to the back of the head.
Alright, so we have their patrol is on the ground. Press yourselves where you wanted to be. And what is this Bookinton doing here?
Where's Duan?
Duan is over there, and Zedjit is not here, so he's gonna get not deleted, just moved over here.
You over there. Okay, so I'll be over here then.
Is that a single target?
10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. Fuck it, I'll be over here.
Where were you putting yourself, Deanne? Or were you, like, interposing yourself, like, having them move directly towards you, or you're a bit to the side? Up to you,
I'm
really.
slightly off to the side so that they, they haven't seen me, so I'm gonna try and make an effort to stay a little bit out of sight of the... Actually, no, fuck it. I'm going to... If they didn't spot me before, they will now. And then I am going to, if at all possible, because they haven't seen me yet.
Oh yes, I would like for everybody to also roll initiatives. So, because they haven't noticed any of you, because Munt is up in the fucking sky, so they can't see him. The same with Chompers, and both of you succeeded in your stealth checks. They are completely unaware. They're all will have surprise.
Awesome, because my initiative is 4.
That's not great. I'm 19.
Wow, they also rolled 4.
Nice.
Well, technically I rolled a 5, but, dex -1.
Yeah, you're still higher.
Yeah.
Is boys is somebody, or is that just somebody put the enemies down already?
That's what you
That was
used last week.
Yeah, alright, that's fine. Yeah. Boys over there, and Jackson, everything else seems fine. I assume you put yourselves right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm there.
oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you're at the top then. Alrighty, so Jackson, you are at the top. What are you gonna do as I go and find
Bonus
my
action! Chompus drops from the sky and drives the guy into the ground like a fucking python. So just like straight dive, claws out, hit him in the neck, head, and chest region, and then just murder the shit out of him.
Uh-oh, what the hell just happened?
You deleted the boys!
No!
Awesome!
But I didn't!
The boys!
We win!
You're the greatest.
I don't know why that happened, but okay.
We are the greatest.
Yeah, I was just numbering these guys, and all of a sudden, Trumpers is in the way. Yeah, there we go.
Do any of these guys have anything like a hunting horn or anything they can use to alert their comrades that I can see?
No. They don't seem to have anything on them like that at the moment. Alright, so Jumpers is coming down. What kind of attack is that? Or is that just a normal attack, or are you just improvising something?
Just straight up dive down on top of the guy. To try and murder him.
Okay, so he is trying to murder him. How would we run this? I'm gonna say make a normal attack Chompers could be able to do, and then if you want, we can add some extra damage based on how far he fell. But he would also take like half of that, be aware.
Sure, I'm trying to find his stat block currently. Where did you go? You were just here and then you disappeared. Drake Companion. Whatever, I guess I'll just roll a d20 then. Okay, d20. Go, bro.
Oh, just any melee attack he has, you can use that as a base, and then you can choose how many d6s you want for him to fall. And do that as extra damage. But be aware he will take half of that damage.
Okay, well it's a 10 to hit.
If you want him to just like land on them, like crushing them.
And 8d6 coming down.
And my fucking internet
died. You still there, lady? He gone.
That's weird how his internet died, but he can always get off one last word.
Interwebs!
That is pretty funny. Poor lady, man.
Checker flag, still a double yellow from here down to turn 1.
Oh wait, he's back in.
Any moment now.
That is P5, buddy. Welcome back.
Any minute now.
And go mode slow, mode slow. So still caution, turn 1, double yellow, double yellow. Awesome job, mates.
Same, man, same. That was fucking perfect. Oh man, thank you.
Kevin, that was
Thanks.
some fucking Viking comeback. Fucking great. I cannot believe it.
Thanks,
Fuck.
Gunda. Thanks,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Still gone.
Yep. But not forgotten.
Who?
He will live on forever in our hearts.
Damn it, all a lot of ones. And he's gone.
Yep.
Damn it, lady. Why is Lily like this? Damn it, lady. Why is this boy taking so long?
Because his internet shit.
Can't he just stand on the roof and like send us the packets via carrier pigeon?
You might need to.
Just save the table and come back next week.
Yeah.
Damn it, Chompers was just about to fucking murder someone.
I was about to do something equally dumb.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying my plan is dumb?
And it's certainly shock and awe.
That's the plan. If you shock and awe them hard enough, then they don't think about, calling their friends. Oh, good lord, I'm tired. Come on, Liddy. Hashtag breathe.
With the engine.
He'll be back in a minute as soon as he's done beating his rotor
Yeah.
with a baseball bat.
That's what I imagine he's doing right now, I'll be honest with you.
The rotor's just, please, sir, I'll try harder.
Too fucking late! Just repeatedly beating the crap out of it. You fucking get for not listening! I love scrolling through Steam and looking at random games that people hype themselves for.
And did you find anything?
I don't know, it's just funny sometimes looking at the games and then realizing that Battlefield 2042 is like not even 6 months old and is already at 50% discount.
Yeah, because it's a piece of shit that nobody plays. They fucked it up real bad.
Because that's fair.
Like, more people are playing the last Battlefield game than the new one.
I haven't played a Battlefield since Battlefield 3. And even that one I didn't enjoy as much as Bad Company. I kind of want to get Battlefront though.
What, Star Wars?
Yeah, it's like a buck.
They're pretty fun. I haven't played the second one much, but it's pretty good.
Is there a second one?
Yeah, Battlefront 2.
Oh shit, I didn't even know. That's funny.
We have a Letty man's back on Discord.
Dun dun dun!
He's alive! Liddy, are you alive? Oh, yeah,
Man,
there's a second one. The second one's 85% off. Huh.
Do I work? I don't know.
He's back!
he's back.
I
He
guess.
lives.
Yay!
Letty lives!
Fucking hell.
Punch the shit out of it, showed who's boss. Beat its ass!
I mean, I do want to fucking beat this stupid fucking box's ass if it wasn't the only way I actually have access to internet.
Beat
'Cause
its
fuck
ass!
me, this internet connection is what I would like to call fucking useless piece of garbage.
Punch it in the fucking mouth!
Things could be worse, Letty. You could be in Africa.
Sure. You
I
could
mean,
have-
I don't know, this is pretty bad.
I mean, at
You
least
could have-
then you'd receive, like, charity help.
What? Who gets charity help? Tell me too. I want some.
No, you're white.
Oh.
Yes.
Letty could just
Yeah,
say
okay.
he's an
Yeah, just
albino.
a couple of tins of shoe polish and you're sorted.
Albino.
No,
Albino, and he's hiding from the witch doctors.
I'm sad. You good, Liddy?
Fuck if I know. I mean, I'm fine. Who knows how well my internet's decided gonna be.
Okay, roll 31 points of damage with 8d6.
Amazing. Alrighty. Okay, so
kill it?
you... hang on, just reorienting myself without actually thinking about the game again. Okay, so you're Tron Priest is crashing down on the guy. How many d6s did you roll for the extra damage of crashing into a guy?
8d6.
Okay, you chose 8d6, and you took half of that damage on jumpers, and full
yes.
damage on the guy you're landing on. So
then
the
the
total of that damage was?
34 in total.
34, okay. And the guy is currently pinned below Chompy Chomps.
Sure.
But not yet dead. He looks a bit... His constitution is a bit more than just that. Although, not very happy being pinned below a dragon.
It's okay, because I'm gonna shoot his friend in the fucking mouth.
Okay.
I'm gonna, like, be all up in his business, with 2 crossbow shots to his friend's back. As soon as he doesn't realize that, you know, there's crossbowmen there and that this isn't just a random Drake attack that happens to people all the time.
Yes, alright. Shoot him in the back. Actually,
fuck
you
that
just
dog.
gain advantage from that since they're surprised. I forget.
That's good, because, I rolled garbage. I rolled a 15 to hit in the first attack. Wow, mine rolls. And a 19 on the second one to hit.
Why are you surprised? Because I can never find it, because my control app can never find it in the sheet I have for whatever reason. I think it gives you an advantage on hits.
I don't believe it does.
Maybe I should just check D&D Beyond, because it's probably going to be faster than fucking thing.
A surprise!
that's trying to read.
How many squares does a large thing take up?
You can't move or take action on your first round of combat. You can't take a reaction until your turn, and then you can be surprised. Yeah, so there's no advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm probably just thinking of like incapacitation or something.
And yes, 4 squares is for big boys.
Alright, okay, so yeah, it's a normal thing. No advantage.
So 15 to hit in the first one, 19 to hit in the second.
The second one hits, the first one unfortunately misses.
Son of a bitch, rolls! Oh, I rolled 3. So garbage. I'm gonna use Chompy to give me a d6 of extra damage on the second one.
Alright.
Oh my god, my rolls are garbage. So that's 13 plus 1. Wow, those fucking rolls, huh? 14 points of damage to the guy closest to me. Yeah,
alright.
I'm rolling like hot shit, baby.
Not good, but alright. I mean, it's a start. It's only the first round. Alright, yeah, you shoot, like, the first one misses because of just, like, you're shooting through brush. So the first shot, like, kind of, like, hits a branch a bit wrong, and then just kind of, like, flies close, chipping at their ear, like, nicking their ear. Second one lands straight at their back, but looks like they have a little bit of hidden, like, armor padding there, so it like it mitigates the blow a little bit, but it still fires, so it still does a chunk of health.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Anything else? I assume you're kind of done.
Lay down your fucking weapons or die.
Alrighty. You just yell at them. Munt, your turn.
I can't hear him shout that, but I can see combat has started. What I'm gonna do from up high is use performance of creation. And I'm gonna 4 squares for large. It doesn't have to take up like a cube, does it? Like
Technically, no.
Like it could be like that shape. And stone isn't particularly expensive, is it?
No.
Cool. How much stone could I get for 220 gold pieces?
Oh god.
Because a slab of stone that big is gonna fall out of the sky on top of these two. Oh no, Letty's gone. Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh god.
You broke his internet with your...
You
with
just
your
disconnected it out of sheer terror at what Munt was about to do.
thing. Munt is committing a war crime.
No, it isn't.
As a soldier of the Empire, I can confirm that this is indeed a war crime.
Is it specifically written in Genevieve's conventions?
It is! Genevieve's pretty great, though. I'm gonna buy Battlefront 2, then.
I might.
He back! He clap!
Is he back though?
I
Is he though?
I
Did he?
legitimately do not know.
No.
He did.
Ripletty.
He was a pretty
I mean-
nice lady.
Munt is up in the clouds, right?
Yeah.
So that's like at least a good 600, 700 feet.
I mean, not that
Yes.
high. I still have to be able to see things with a telescope. It's very low,
Like
low cloud
500
cover today.
Like 500 feet. Full damage caps at 10d6.
No, that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's full.
10d6.
That's full damage though, not damage of things falling on you.
I believe they generally use the same to stop cheese.
Am I back?
That's not fun.
He's
Is he
back.
back?
Yes, you are back.
He back.
Okay. Which is how much weight is 25,000 gold worth of?
No, 220 gold worth of stone.
220. Okay. So, all right. Let's look at this. 1 GP is worth 100 CP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so since the lowest amount of trade good you can get is 1 LB, 1 pound of wheat for 1 copper, I'm just gonna use wheat. Where is my calculator? Calculator,
Wheat
please.
density.
I feel like that should that should then be like tripled, because stone significantly heavier than wheat.
It is, but I'm using the same
Gold.
calculations because shut up.
Aw.
220,000 copper. So that's 1 pound for copper. That's 220,000 pounds.
D&D. I mean, doesn't it matter how much stone it is?
Yeah, 25,000 pounds, which is let me just convert that to kilograms so I have a better idea what the fuck you're dropping on.
It's about 12 tons. Give or take.
11 tons, so you're dropping a fucking tank on them, I guess.
Yeah, just a big obelisk from the sky.
They aren't going to survive that, are they?
I mean, it's 10d6, so it should be fine.
Yeah, roll,
Roll scatter dice!
hang on, let me just look at something. Okay, how many?
Oh
Roll, yeah, fuck it. Roll 10 d10s for me.
Jesus. DM coming in hot.
$61.
Oh my god!
Okay, 61.
That's illegal.
Yeah, they're just straight up dead. How many times can you do this? By the way, just asking.
How
Well,
much gold is he
I can't do it again until I finish a long rest.
All right,
Unless
that's
I
what I
spend a
wanted.
a second level spell slot or higher to use it again.
Yeah, but yeah, all right, yeah, no, that's can you change my color in the game again?
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if you can actually see me.
Who all gets hit? Does Chompy get hit? Is Chompy
No,
okay?
Trumpy's fine. The guys at the front, yeah,
Oh,
they're
no.
they're
somewhat
they just
shorter
get
than
crushed
they were.
by almost orbital speed. Like,
It's also the perfect
That's-
crime because in 4 hours that rock's gonna vanish and no one will know what happened to him.
okay, so yeah, you just drop like a terminal speed rock on top of them. That's fine.
Just wait until I get to level 14 and it becomes huge.
I'm really comfortable with where this is going.
Oh god.
Alright, yeah, no, they get crushed and die. Anything else you would wish to do, Mr. Munt?
Send
As there is
Deanne.
now just
Send Deanne a voucher for some therapy for what he's just seen.
probably a good idea. Nothing else, I assume?
Just go
Man's
lower.
magnificent medical practices.
Alright, Deanne, your turn. You were just ready to ambush these guys at front. You were just like readying an attack, like, alright, I'm just gonna get them, and then you just like a fucking
They gone.
block. Just, you know, like completely annihilate the people, as well as sending a bunch of rock shrapnel and stuff around. You're kind of lucky that there's
shit.
lots of shrubs around you, because
Yeah.
if this was a flat plate, you might have been hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see the gent that's right at the back?
At this moment, you can't, because of the shrubs, and there's also a pile, like, just...
An obelisk.
The rock piece that he just made, the obelisk he just made, is currently, vapor. Just dust. Like, there's a dust cloud right there, right now, at this moment, so... Basically, yeah, that's an area of just obscured
So if
vision.
I move there, can I see the guy?
Written
Yes,
on.
you
Okay.
can see it after you,
That
like,
moves
go
me.
around the
That's
dust.
my movement. That's 30 feet, so I can see him. How does he look? Does he look like he's been severely injured,
number
barely
4.
injured, sort of still standing?
He looks like he's been hit once, but otherwise he looks like he's still very ready to fight.
Okay, so first thing we're doing is
Ready to fight?
I-
What the hell?
Well, I mean,
Rod
health
from
wise,
Munt.
obviously.
okay.
Rod from Munt.
First thing I'm going to do is I am going to point my spear at him, and I am going to yell him, "In the name of the Forge Father, stand down!" And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at him at 2nd level.
Stand down as I kill you.
Alright.
Stand down and
is that-
die. Don't you mean
Yep.
or die? I know what I said.
And that's a 1. So,
As a warning
is that
shot,
an attack?
bitch.
that was a warning shot. That was a warning shot.
Um.
Oh, my
Alrighty
God,
then.
no, this is-
Yeah, unfortunately, your spell misses because that's an attack spell, correct?
Yeah.
Spell attack.
No, that's fine. And
Alright,
that was
that's
a warning. That was a warning shot.
fair.
It's sort of like
anything
across the
else
bow.
you're doing?
And then as my
Internet.
bonus action, behind him, I'll just use this D4. Sort of right there, I am going to cast my spiritual weapon, which is going to take the shape of a forge hammer. And I am going to attack him with my spiritual weapon. Oh god, that's not much better. That's 15 to hit. Lady?
Oh no.
And he's gone.
Oh no.
Oh, he's gone.
His internet's real
The
fucked
Letty
today.
has gone. Griffey, you have poisoned us with your shitty rolls.
I have poisoned no man.
I am rolling crap because of you.
It's okay. I've rolled a natural 1, a 1, a 3, and a 5. It's pretty great.
Yeah, well, my one good roll I had
Alright.
was at
Oh, you're back.
disadvantage.
Maybe.
He's back.
Hey,
Or
he's
was
back.
that a remnant? I think that might have been an echo.
Could have been.
Echoes from the deep.
Echo.
Oh,
echo.
I need him to come back because my plan's gonna get even dumber.
Oh no.
Oh god.
They didn't think it was possible.
They really didn't. What, are you gonna transmute the rock into soup?
That's a good idea. Molten soup.
I don't like where this is
A
going.
tidal wave of molten cheese washes over them.
Amazing. 10 out of 10. Delicious war crimes.
Fondue bomb. As they die screaming, but also in flavor sensation.
Flavor sensation.
They're
pretty
you know, Death by Snoo Snoo Face, where they're like, hey, oh, hey,
Hey, oh.
They're doing that face as they die from the delicious cheese.
Oh, I need to watch Futurama again.
Apparently they're making a new series.
Interesting. I'm both scared and interested. I suppose if it's shit, I could just pretend it doesn't exist.
True that. Lady Man connected.
Am I back?
Are you back?
Be back!
Yes, you have returned to us, brother.
Be back!
Yeah, you were making a spiritual weapon as far as I heard
Yes,
last
my
time.
spiritual weapon didn't hit. It missed.
Oh, did you miss both your spells?
Yeah.
Oh no.
2 warning shots.
But at least the spiritual weapon's still there.
It's true, it's still there. Alright, that's fine.
Quick.
It's all Jackson's fault.
Yeah.
Alright, I assume... Oh yeah, that's an action and a bonus action, so
Action,
you
bonus action, movement. Yeah, I'm done.
You're out of actions. Alright, boys' turn. Oh yeah, no, they don't actually get to do, because they're still in surprise round, so this is the part where they would do an action. Their action is being surprised, so they don't do anything. So we go back up to Jackson.
It's just surprise.
Dead, being sat on by a dragon, and
I'm
the
gonna.
fourth one is just like
Liddy?
staring.
Is the guy on the ground prone that Chompers is busy mauling the shit out of?
Yes. Yes. Yes, he's prone.
Excellent. I'm going to proceed to murder the shit out of him with Chompy.
Alright.
Oh god, thank god for advantage, because that's a 15 plus 7 is 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is good. And then... Oh, that's way better, for 14 points of bite damage. As Chompy
Alright.
just proceeds to rip and tear into his face. To try and give him a nice haircut. Is he still alive?
He is still alive, but starting to be not so alive.
Throw down your goddamn weapons! And then I shoot the guy closest to me twice.
Okay.
Giving them options, okay? If they don't want to take those options, well, there's not much I can do about that. Natural 20, baby!
Nice.
And second one... 23!
Yeah, 23, natural 20, but those hit. A roll for your damage.
Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna... First one, crit.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Max damage!
Nice.
Well, on that's at 16 plus... Oh, I didn't roll my crit damage. That's weird. Whatever, I'll just roll another d10, I guess. A 2! That's garbage! And then another d6. That's doubled because of Chompy. Wow, that's fucking garbage tier. That's like 21 points of damage in total for the first shot.
Okay.
And then the second shot... that's not so great. 11 points of damage on the second shot. So, in total, like, 32 points of damage.
Alright.
To the standing man closest to me.
Yeah. You do a fair bit of damage, but he's still up. He's looking
That's
not
my spiritual
very
weapon
good.
you moved.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was just a random dice.
No. That is my spiritual.
Alright, Jackson, you're done, I think. Munt, your turn. What do you do now?
I'm so that giant piece of rock.
Yeah.
It's gonna as I cast animating performance, it's gonna start hovering.
I'm gonna say this, you dropped it pretty fucking high up. There is no more rod of Munt. It is...
Not even
It's been
bits of
vapor.
it.
Well, sure, a bit of rock, but if you're talking about a tiny bit, at best.
Well, now I'm just sad.
You dropped it from, like, really high up.
Yeah, but it
crushed
landed on
people.
spongy things.
Yes! It's
Spongy things.
Here's the thing. It landed on spongy things. It didn't care there were spongy things beneath it. They were like incidental to its travel. It is currently pieces. You don't drop a rock that high and expect it to be together. It's not a tungsten rod, my guy. It's a rock.
Right, next time it'll be made of metal.
Ooh, that's an idea for next time. Tungsten or steel.
You can find a small piece of it, about, I don't know, a melon-sized piece that's still there if you want.
Nope, the fun's gone. Munt's just gonna fly.
Okay. Alright, you just going to fly?
Munt's gonna vicious mockery the one on the floor.
Okay, do your vicious mockery. Yeah.
They need to make a wisdom
It's a
save.
save.
16.
Yeah, I remember. Wow, they rolled a 4. That fucking sucks. No, fail.
6 damage and disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Amazing. Alright. It's still very much alive, however. Anything else, Munt, or is that you?
That's it.
Alright, the end. Your turn.
Yay! Okay, so I am going to move in that way.
Yeah.
Get there. And then I am going to stab with my spear at the guy who's still left standing.
Okay.
Oh god. That's 9 to hit. That's a miss.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a miss.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm gonna make it look like, you know, that I intentionally missed. And then my spiritual weapon, as my bonus action, is going to try and attack him too. That is 16 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Fuck yes. Finally. And that is 12 points of damage. Magic damage.
Alrighty. 12 pointers.
Force damage, sorry. And with my spear pointed at him, I say, my companion advised your surrender.
You say?
Yeah. I suggest you listen. And that's me. Oh noes!
I just realized we haven't been very stealthy after the orbital rock insertion.
Yeah, but it's very quiet.
I still have pass without trace. I can still hide.
God,
I think.
Imagine casting silence on the falling rock.
Wham! Discord, please.
Let's just finish this combat.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Yeah. And you also know for immediately after we, at any moment when I call it, like, okay, my internet's not working, this isn't working. The moment I say that, it'll start working completely fine.
But of course.
Alright, yeah, let's just finish this combat, hopefully. And, yeah, I don't know. Okay, you were trying to talk him down. All right, then that's you. Deanne is done. Let's see. All right. Oh, it's then it's the boys' turn.
Yep. One of them is being sat on by a dragon. Two of them have been turned into
Yes.
paste, which their friends would have seen.
And this guy's got like 3 crossbow bolts sticking out of him.
Yeah.
And a great big
No, I'm
floating
ju- I'm
hammer
just-
just hit him in the knee.
This guy number 4 is just, even though he's been threatened directly, he's gonna try and make a run for it. He's just gonna try and take. He's just taking the opportunity attacks and trying to get out of
Good.
it. He's just dashing.
I can't
Okay,
opportunity attack with Chompy because I used it to ignite my shot.
That's okay, I can opportunity attack. And that's a miss. Does my spiritual weapon get an opportunity attack?
Nope.
Nope.
So? No? Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah, 'cause it's a fucking floaty weapon. Alright, so you miss. 1, 2, 3,
Spiritual weapon.
6.
That
6
misses too.
feet. And they're
Everything
dashing.
misses.
It's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're get all the way there, I think. That is my math right. Fucking calculator. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. They're just dashing. They're just leaving.
Yeah, I yell out to Jackson, "Don't let him get away!"
This guy pinned under the dragon. Yeah, he isn't gonna do anything. He's just like, at the moment he's Can you technically take a dodge action even if you're pinned? I think so.
You
It's just, yeah, he's just dodging, and just, yeah, he was holding on to his bow, but he's let go of it and now just trying to not get eaten by dragon.
He doesn't want dragon kisses.
Yes, he doesn't want the snoot. He does not want the chompers. Alright, so back up top to Jackson, because the other guy's trying to avoid not being eaten by dragon. The other guy's sprinting away.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Run after this motherfucker over here with my 35 speed, movement speed. And I said last warning, and then I'm gonna fire 2 warning shots at him.
Warning shots at him or into him?
What's the difference?
It depends on the roll.
Yeah, it depends on the roll.
Yeah, pretty much.
First one's gonna be an 18 to hit. Second one's gonna be a natural
That
20.
hits. Yeah, that was it.
Okay, so first one. Yeah, boy. Oh, I suppose that's the crit roll because the dice decided to do that. First one's the crit roll, 16 points of damage.
Alright.
Second one is 8 points of damage. So that's
Don't you get to roll like an extra d6 or something on your crit?
I'm too far away from Chompy.
Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, that's more than enough. Are you trying to take them alive, just for reference?
We've
No,
got
or
one
are you just- are you-
that's live.
Or
One
are
through
you
the-
just like warning shots in the
One through-
police?
First one through the knee, second one through the back of the head.
Okay. So very much not alive. Alrighty then.
We got a live one. It's fine.
Okay, so yes.
I just shout over, "Stop talking, your buddies are dead."
Alright, yeah, you shoot that guy first in the knee, and then the second one through the back of the head. And he lies dead. Alright. With that, oh, that was nice timing, for at least for something. Fucking combat music ended at the right time.
We're gonna start wandering over. And make a thumbs up at the sky for a month.
Yes. What music was I using? I forget.
I'm gonna walk over to the man that's under Chompy and be like, You understand me? You speak common? Infernal?
Yeah, you currently, is Chompy just holding him down right now, or is he still trying to bite him?
I'm gonna ask him, like, if you don't surrender, he's gonna keep nibbling. And he is a nibbler.
Oh, the question is, like, is he trying to do something? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if he's trying to do something right now.
Currently he's just nibbling on the prisoner until the prisoner states otherwise.
Little love bites. You know, like how a cat gives you little affectionate nips?
Um,
You want me to
he
make an
doesn't
intimidation
say
check?
anything, but he's looking at you like, please get this
See,
dragon off of me.
What is he? Human?
He's
Tiefling?
he's a human.
Say the word, buddy. I can make it stop anytime you want.
He's just like makes some kind of like grunt.
Oh, Chompy, take your foot off of his chest so you can get a word out.
All right, Trumpers takes a foot off, and then he's still pinned down, I assume, but he's just like, and then after like Trumpers is a slightly bit away from him and not trying to like bite his face, he just kind of like grabs like his hood and kind of like lowers it down, and you can tell that he has a cut on his throat, or healed or scar. I mean, on his throat, and he's like lets out another like.
Ah, shit. So do we execute
I
him,
sort of
or...
just hold on a second. I sort of like look at the I look at the prisoner, and I sort of like get down on my haunches next to him, and I look at him. If you can understand me, nod your head.
Yeah, he nods.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions. These will be simple yes or no questions. Nod for yes, shake for no. Do you know anything about the caravan that was attacked here? What was it? What did you say, Liddy? 2 nights ago?
At this point, yeah, it would be like 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. Do you know anything about the caravan that was attacked 2 nights ago?
You notice his eyes moving like he's thinking, and yeah, nod.
Okay. Was it your crew that was involved?
Nods again.
Okay. That's good. We're making good progress. You may actually live to see another sunrise. Now, will you lead us to your camp?
He
We could probably drag ourselves there.
Giving him a fair chance.
he thinks about it for a moment.
Live or
It's
die,
like,
man. It's your choice.
Like he's like, because he's on his back at the moment. He's like trying to like he like nods yes, and then also doesn't know, and then he's just like trying to like write like on the ground a bit, almost like he's like, hey, can I have a piece of paper or something to write on?
Okay. I hand him a piece of parchment and then like a piece of writing chalk.
All right. You give him something to write.
And while he's doing that, I want to have a look. That scar on his throat, is it old or is it comparatively recent? Is it something that I think I might be able to cure or heal?
It's old. As for healing, it would be considered a missing body part. So if you have a spell that could do that, then yes.
Regeneration.
Yeah, it will be something like regeneration. If the spell states that it can recover missing body parts, you could do it. But if you don't, then no, it's old. On the piece of paper, he writes that very not like very crudely like kill and me, like as if they don't have a proper grasp of common.
I sort of look to him and I speak in Infernal. I ask him if he can understand me now.
He just kind of like looks at you like kind of weird. He's human, by the way. I don't know if I know.
Yeah, no. I just want to see, because if he's got a shaky grasp of common, he may have been raised amongst like tieflings or something. Maybe what he could speak is Infernal. And I still like look at him and says, "If you lead us to your camp, you have my word that we will do our best to keep you alive."
He hesitates for a moment and then just gives like a short nod.
Like, all right.
And then he writes freedom and a question mark after it.
I look at him and
since no answer came like after,
No,
like after and lead to.
Okay. I look at him and I nod my head at him. You will have your freedom once you have assisted us.
You look at him and what? Sorry, could you repeat that?
I look at him and I tell him, you help us and you will have your freedom.
All right. After that, yeah, he like nods. Like, okay, this isn't
Alright.
too bad. Well,
You
you
will
get the
stay
idea. He doesn't
close.
actually say anything.
You will stay close to us where we can keep an eye on you. You try to run. You've seen what happened to your friends. You try to let anybody know or try to deceive us. Look what happened to your friends. You help us, you will have your freedom.
He gives another short nod.
So
And kind of like
should look to him.
expectantly, like looks at the dragon. Or not really
Right.
expectantly, at this point it's just straight fear,
I
because
look up at-
fucking dragon, not many people have to deal with that, especially over them.
I walk over and start scratching him behind the horn.
Look up at Jackson, and I sort of, is Chompy still attached to the guy in any shape, way, or form, or is he completely off of him now?
Currently.
Yeah, I sort of like look at Jackson myself. You can let him go. He's going to lead us to the camp.
No, he gone.
Fine.
Don't worry. Anything happens to us, this guy tries to trick us, Chompy's got dinner. I made that very clear to him. Can Jackson speak Infernal?
Yeah, I was raised in the capital.
I switched to Infernal.
All of you to assume he doesn't speak Infernal.
No, I'm asking because I don't know. I switch to Infernal and I tell Jackson, soon as we've made it to the camp, tell Chompers to attack him.
I mean, if you want him dead, I can just do it now.
Not now. Not now. We can use him to get to the camp and hopefully he'll buy us a couple of seconds of distraction.
What's the alignment on your character again?
I promised him his freedom, and my alignment's neutral.
Oh lord.
No, this is purely a tactical decision. I'm sorry, this guy's a bandit.
I mean, that's
they've been
fair.
robbing caravans, and they have in all likelihood been killing people.
That's fair. I thought we were just
And
going to.
they've been doing so with absolutely for who knows how long.
Hey man, you don't have to convince me. I just thought we were going to take him back to the magistrate or something.
No.
Is Munt coming down, or is he just staying in the sky?
Munt's good up here.
I mean, I would have thought Jackson knows how. Jackson would be familiar with, Sowetan justice. Let's call it that.
Jackson is a generally honorable person, if somewhat dim. He wouldn't make a promise to let the guy go if he wasn't planning on actually letting him go. He would just have let him get it.
Promise wasn't to let him go. Promise was to give him his freedom.
You damn well know what I mean, Mr. Spirit of the Law and Letter of the Law.
No, I'm not. Dian isn't happy about making this decision, but can't take the chance. Because the thing is, I promised him his freedom. I take him to the magistrate. That's hardly free, is it?
Oh, I mean, we could give him a fair trial.
And what do you think would likely happen?
You would have a fair trial.
What would happen after the fair trial?
The result of said fair trial.
Which would be?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a magistrate.
Come on, Jackson. I know you're not the smartest tool in the box, but even you know what the outcome of a trial like that would be. You know what would happen to him. At least this way we can try and make it clean. But ultimately, I'll tell you what. The decision is yours.
I mean,
If
that's
you
fine.
feel if you feel we should let him go, then we let him go.
Like I said, it's fine if you want to kill him. I just think if you're gonna kill a guy, you should kill a guy.
I don't want to kill him. I just don't want to take chances that
I'm gonna
anything
wave
comes
over
around
to
that bites
Munt.
us in the ass.
Like, come down, Munt.
Okay,
and,
I,
like,
th- I, th- I
fucking-
think my internet is stable again for a moment.
Ooh.
Okay, so what was happening? Guy gets up. I assume
They
you
decided
let-
to murder the man when he takes us to where we want to go. Meanwhile, law-abiding months up in orbit,
Oh,
like,
okay.
huh, sure it's good that they're not killing that man. That would be an awful shame. He surrendered and everything.
I'm like waving him down to like come and listen to the plan.
I come down within 120 feet. Message.
What's up?
Dan, explain your plan to Munt.
Hold
We'll
on.
take it from-
Hold on. Allow me to message Deanne. What's up?
He's going to lead us to the camp.
Well, that's nice of him.
Tell him the rest.
He thinks that he will be gaining his freedom afterwards.
Well, that's very upstanding of you.
For a bandit who's killed probably how many people, robbed how many caravans?
Everyone gets a second
You think
chance.
we
That's
should
what
let him
Munt
live?
always says.
And if he were to kill again?
Then the law would deal with him as the law does. In a lawful way. Lawfully.
Ian takes a very deep breath after having listened to both Jackson and Munt's take on this. Very well. But if anything should happen after, it's on your heads. Let's go.
You can give a
And
man
I
a second
gesture to
chance,
the-
and he's still responsible for his actions. I have to try a lot of stuff 2 times.
Like tying his shoes. Remembering
Very
his
Going to
name.
the toilet.
The left one always gets me.
How to eat.
And does he point at his right foot when he does that?
He doesn't point, but you can see him glance down.
Remembering to breathe.
At which foot?
He just
Which
has
foot does he
brain
which,
damage.
which foot does he
Blinking.
look at when he says he's the left one?
The right one.
Alright, so you have
Okay,
Mr.
alright,
Bandit
the guy's
acting
gonna-
as a guide. As you might have noticed, my internet keeps disconnecting. So I think we're gonna end it here because it hasn't changed at all. It still fucking keeps disconnecting constantly.
No, it's
So, you currently have one of the bandage archers from this little patrol acting as a guide, and then you can decide next session what you're actually gonna do with them.
he's
But
gonna
yeah,
live.
we'll end here because I
He'll live.
already think my internet.
Provided
cut
his
off again. I
provided
don't
his
know.
friends don't kill him, he'll
It says
live.
timeout. I have no idea. Can you hear me or not? I'm
Yes.
just talking
Yeah,
to myself
hear
at
you.
this point because
We can
fucking
hear you.
yay.
We can hear you.
It might just
We
have
can
like,
hear
delay.
you.
Might just have a delay.
Yeah. Also, as my last action for the night, I'll cast Cure Wounds on.
Oh yeah, I'm
Fellow.
hearing replies like 10 seconds later. By the way.
I shall cure his wounds.
Who, the other guy?
Yeah,
Wow. Nice for somebody who was
Gesture-
about to commit a war
gesture of
crime.
good faith. Well, listening to you guys, I'm sort of like my, the approach to dealing with bandits on border patrols and such that I'm used to is very different. So maybe I'm gonna put my faith in you guys. Maybe you're right. So he heals for 9 hit points, by the
Well,
way.
remember that for next week, so if you can actually tell Letty when he's here.
I'll just write it here in the chat thread.
I didn't take any damage. That's pretty rad.
Neither did I. I don't think any of us did.
We ambushed
Nope.
the shit out of those guys.
But my fucking attack rolls were just terrible. It's all
Oh man,
Griffin's
I
fault.
don't
His
like
bad
struggle.
karma. Your bad karma. You sicked it on me.
What bad
You
karma?
infected me with your bad karma.
Hey man, you gotta take the shit with the good. I rolled 2 natural 20s though. That was pretty dope. I rolled 2 natural 1s and 2 natural 20s. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I crushed some men.
Yeah, that was kind of horrific, not gonna lie.
I can't believe Letty
That
said
was-
that my piece of rock had disintegrated, though. It was
I'm
going to
pretty
get up
sure
and
it's
punch
standing.
someone.
Well, to be fair, if you did drop a rock from that height, there is a fairly good chance that it would like basically fly apart into chunks.
Well,
Like
I'll just have to figure out how much lead I can make. Yeah, I'll just have to be made of lead next time.
To flatten like a gigantic slug from a gun against the ground when it hits.
Yeah, and then stand up and start punching bitches. And also
What,
flying.
It's like Big B's hand without the hand.
That was a pretty good ambush, though.
Yeah, that was actually.
That went really well because the stat blocks those guys had, it could have gone really badly for you guys if
Well,
they had gotten a surprise.
If
But
armed
you
with
handled it really
longbows-
well.
Armed with longbows, yeah.
Unlike my fucking internet.